Okay, so I'm going to walk you through how to add user permissions or update user permissions if you don't know how. First thing you need to do, in the top right corner, there is a gear. The gear opens up this little drop down and you click on user permissions. You'll see the name of whoever that user is and their email address. And you'll see over here there are two buttons: manage permissions and then manage global permissions, or add to global account. But real quick, global permissions have things like brand tailored promotions, certain types of inventory management like returns management. You won't tend to need that very often unless the software or the person or agency requests it specifically. In particular, like for me, for example, brand tailored promotions is something that I like to have access to if client wants to use it, for example. So, but inside manage permissions, which is sort of generally how you add people, here are all the types of permissions that you can add somebody to. You can give them no access, view access, which means they can't make any changes, but they can see it, view and edit, and obviously admin. Some software requires admin access, so that's something to be aware of, especially if like an agency is requesting admin access. I mean, if they are managing your account for you on your behalf, then admin access makes sense. But also, if they are going to use a piece of software that has to connect to the account, admin access is generally needed. So in this case, if you're adding somebody like me to manage advertising, for example, something that you would want to give them in the advertising column is campaign manager. You'd want to give them access to that. And you probably want to give them view and edit. And then something that is also very helpful for that is down here in reports. You want to give them access to probably brand analytics, so they can pull those brand analytics reports, and business reports, sales summary. You want to give them access to that as well so that they can pull those reports. So that's pretty much it. That's how you add permissions. You can quickly add permissions across the board by clicking one of these buttons. You could click view and it'll give them view, or as much as view on everything. You can click view and edit and it will move everything over there. You can go back and give everything none. So that will give you the ability to give kind of blanket permissions to somebody if they need it. So anyway, hope that was helpful.